This is a message to every English-speaking leader and people in the world, including President Barack Hussein Obama. Representatives coming to you, trying to convince you that what happened in Egypt is not a coup, are not telling the truth. They were not chosen by the people of Egypt, so what gives them the right to be there in the first place? You won't be able to see anything that's going on all around here because all the television stations have been closed down illegally by the military. All that is left in Egypt right now is biased media that are lying to Egyptians and are lying to the world every single day. If the Minister of Defense in any other democratic country in the world overthrew the president, it would be considered a coup. But when it happens in Egypt, it is not a coup, apparently, no one knows why. Over 100 of innocent Egyptians have been brutally killed and thousands have been injured just because they're defending the votes that they have been given for the first time in their history. The right that they have been given for the first time in their history. And they're being brutally used for the past month or so just because they're trying to defend this right. If this is not a coup, then what is? Also, the president, our democratically elected president, Dr. Mohammed Morsi, is imprisoned. No one knows where he is. No one knows where he is right now. If this is not a coup, if this is not a sign of a military dictatorship, then what is? For the first time in the history of this wonderful nation, everyone's vote made a difference. People had their voices heard for the first time, but we had them all thrown in the trash in an instant. What the Egyptian military has done and what Abdel Fattah al-Sisi has done is illegal according to the constitution that 64% of the Egyptian people have approved of. We are here in this great Maidan al-Raba al-Adawiyya to defend our votes and to defend the democratic rights of every single Egyptian, whether Muslim or Christian. We are not giving them up.
You're here demonstrating for Morsi.
Yeah, not for Morsi, no, for Egypt. In the beginning we said for Morsi because Morsi was the symbol of the democracy. But now we talk about, now it is upgrade the case now in Egypt. We're not talking about Morsi now, we're talking about the whole country, Egypt.
Over the last couple of days in Egypt was one of the worst state-led massacres in the history of the country. We're talking about innocent men, women and children being slaughtered, killed for absolutely no crime other than that they came out and demanded for freedom and democracy. These are not just numbers. We are not just numbers. I want you to imagine an 8-year-old child holding on to his father's hand, clinging on to his mother's dress, leaving their house to protest. I want you to imagine the women with their babies and children. I want you to imagine a grandfather who can barely walk. People fasting under the heat of the Egyptian sun, using pavements as their pillows and the tarmac to sleep on. They have been in Rabat Square and in all the cities and squares all over Egypt for 30 days. Why? Because they believe in freedom, they believe in democracy, they believe in justice. These are all legitimate rights that you and I enjoy and feel we can demand at any time. The peaceful protesters in Egypt who came out to demand these rights, these very same rights, paid a very heavy price. They paid for it with their lives. 2 years ago, on the 25th of January, Egyptians stood together as one and threw off the shackles of 60 years of corruption, oppression and humiliation. This phenomenal act took extraordinary courage and determination. In 18 days, a brutal regime was overthrown peacefully, magnificently and with dignity. The whole world watched in awe. This time, the world doesn't even watch, it turns its back. On the day of the massacre, I received calls and texts from family and friends in Egypt They were crying, they were begging, they were saying to us, please save us. Please save us. They're killing us. Don't forget us. Please speak up for us. I'm here to speak on behalf of those who have been silenced. Those who have been silenced and who can never speak again. I'm here to speak on behalf of my sister who was murdered in Mansoura, my brother who was attacked in Qaid Ibrahim Mosque in Alexandria, my grandfather who was killed in Cairo. You have their voice now. You are the voice of those who have been silenced. Please don't forget them. Speak out for them.
معلش يا شهيد لسه في عبيد معلش يا شهيد لسه في عبيد معلش يا شهيد لسه في عبيد معلش يا شهيد لسه في عبيد
A lot of nationalities supporting our cause. We get a lot of people from Turkey, a lot of the Bangladeshi community, the Pakistani community, every form of community, Algerian, Moroccan, everyone comes to support because no one can accept 5,000 deaths in one day. This is unacceptable. So we do get a lot of support because our cause is right, and that's what keeps us going on.
So today is the 6th of October. It's a national celebration in Egypt. Protests have been called for in Egypt. Today we are standing in solidarity with those in Egypt calling for democracy and freedom from a military rule that's intent on taking the country down a dark tunnel of destruction, violence and death. We're here to say the army, our fight is not with the army, it's with the military junta that is wreaking havoc in the country.
مش هنستسلم ونرجع تاني تحيا مصر ولا نتنازل عن شيء تحيا مصر مش عايزين غير حقنا الإنساني تحيا مصر عدالة اجتماعية
يسقط يسقط حكم العسكر يسقط يسقط حكم العسكر
كفاية ظلم وفقر وكفاية بقى من اللي جرالنا تحيا مصر وتحقق الحرية ثورة حتى النصر تحيا مصر وتحقق الحرية ثورة ثورة حتى النصر تحيا مصر مصر شبابها رجالة تحيا مصر وشعبها كله أبطال تحيا مصر مش هننسى دم شهدانا.
Can you say a few words for me?
No, absolutely no.
Well, but you're
The producer might be able to.
But the BBC's in the middle of all this. They're not saying good things about the BBC. You've lost your voices.
Lost the what?
Voice.
I lost my voice. No, I haven't lost my voice.
But you won't say anything.
What about?
Well, he's saying the BBC is lying about Egypt.
في الدنيا تحيا مصر وتحيا الحرية ثورة ثورة حتى النصر تحيا مصر مشوار بدأوا أجدادنا بكرامة هنبني حياتنا علشان دي مصر بلدنا وهنبنيها لأولادنا مشوار بدأوا أجدادنا بكرامة هنبني حياتنا علشان دي مصر بلدنا وهنبنيها لأولادنا تحيا مصر وتحيا الحرية ثورة حتى النصر في الدنيا دي تحيا مصر وتحيا الحرية ثورة ثورة حتى النصر تحيا
فداك يا مصر، فداك يا مصر.
نتمنى ان بلدنا تبقى.
What happened here?
What happened is I held this banner sign of freedom, and the pro-Sisi people attacked me, and an old woman did this to my shirt. We did not attack anyone, and they attacked us. They were punching us on the face, and they kicked us out.
Okay, it's supposedly it's an evening, it's a musical evening. Why are you guys here?
We're here to show the atrocities that have been happening, massacres in Egypt that have been happening, and show representation of it. There's no time to sing, there's no time to celebrate. It's time to mourn the people that have died. Over 3,000 people have died in Rabaa, and we will never forget them, and we will always remember them.